Chicago, baby. Chicago, baby.
What is up, my fellow Sackers? I have the legendary ProStorm here. I think this is his first IRL deck profile.
Yeah.
His first IRL tournament, actually, at YCS Niagara. This guy is a living legend. Many online tops, RBT, Ruler Season 1 champ.
Don't need to glaze that much.
No, this guy's just really, really good. Happy to meet him, IRL, great guy. YCS Niagara, first tournament, how'd you do today, sir?
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Went X2 and had bad tiebreakers, so didn't make the top cut. But it was fun overall. It's great to meet all the online people IRL. So yeah, had a good time and played a fun deck and no regrets.
Any shoutouts you want to give before we start?
Yeah, quite a few. So first of all, shout out to Fraser, teammate of Rod, and he lent me the cards for this deck, for this tournament. Shout out to some guys from online, Phil, Hydropump, Batal for just going over deck theory. A few other guys for testing, like Vincenzo Cipolla. Maybe I'm forgetting some other guys, but yeah. And of course, shout out to Team Reno Destruction. It's a good group of guys. I guess let's just get into the profile.
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah, so I played Kristyasworn. It's my version with the 3 wolves. The reason why I played it, I think it has pretty good spreads into the top tier. I feel like it goes maybe 70% into Blackwings, almost like 80-90% against Hero Frogs for my testing. Vi used like probably the worst of the big 3, but I still feel like it's probably 50-50 there.
Yeah, I feel like it's better for, honestly, for your deck.
Yeah, and so with the way Ultimate Time Wizard prizing structure is kind of set up, even if you get top 8, the prizing just isn't there. So I feel like you want to play a deck to win the event rather than just top. And I feel like playing something different that has good spreads into the top meta makes more sense than playing something everyone has a game plan for, and you don't know what kind of sideboard hate they might already have. And you don't really want to coin flip the whole day, because if you're playing the same deck, even if you have a skill differential, a lot of it comes down to who draws the power cards.
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of why I played this deck. And yeah, I guess I can go through it quickly.
Yep.
2 JD standard, 3 Celestia, 3 Wolf.
Wait, explain the 3 wolf, because I don't know if everyone knows.
A lot of people think it's very bricky, but I've honestly never had a problem with it. With the wolves, they're recharge targets, you pitch for Lumina, the extra names, they're good into Blackwings and GBs. And if you brick on too many, you always have Beckoning to throw them away. So yeah, I think over the tournament, I wrote a report somewhere on Discord, so I can't remember off the top of my head, but I did draw multiple wolves a few times. I converted some of them with recharge, some of them with Beckoning, but I also won like at least 2 or 3 games just milling 1 or 2 wolves.
Yeah.
So I think it evens out, and yeah, at least in my testing, like I've tested a Soul of Purity version, and I've always hated having Soul Pal in hand, so I think I'd always much rather have Wolf. Yeah. Just a necessary evil of playing the deck. Yeah. Garroth, Jane, 3 Lila. Yeah, so overall I played 9 Lightsworn names. Before I used to, not really like Aaron, but online I was getting soul released a lot, and I realized, with 8 names, if they hit you like with the high roll soul release for 5 unique names, you just kind of lose. So having like 9 unique names, I think is pretty good. It's also a non-DDV target.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't play Hamster. I think Hamster is not very good in Lightsworn because you don't have Kai's for conversion. So if you're setting Hamster and then they T-set, you're worried about flipping Hamster into Oppression, flipping Hamster into Shura. And if they attack into Hamster, like, you can't convert it, right? It's just sitting there.
They're not going to play into the Raiko.
So I'd rather have something that either works with the Heralds, or if I mill it, it's something I can get back with Beckoning. Also right now it's like a DDV meta, so you don't really want to be increasing your DDV count. I think normal Kristyasworn lists have like 15 or 16. So this list, I think it's 10 right now. And post board I can usually get down to 8 or 7. So it's really not that impacted by DDV. And I think that's like, pretty important right now. So yeah, not much to say about the Lightsworn package. Necro is pretty insane. Combos with Beckoning, and especially if you go into time, like Necro's pretty broken. And then I guess the fairy package. Some Kristyasworn lists play 3 Kristya, 3 Herald. But with the 3 wolves, it can be a bit too bricky. So I've always stuck with this ratio. It's always worked for me. Rarely overmill on fairies, which I think is nice. We go Celestia and usually not go over. And yeah, the way I described it before was it's not really a Kristyasworn list, it's more a Lightsworn list with the Krystia engine.
Yeah.
So, because the problem with Pure is you don't have enough high enough boss density. You have 2 JDs. Twilight, you have the Chaoswork and Dad, but then you can't play Beckoning because they're darks. And I think Beckoning's really broken. So like the optimal play with this deck is you set up JD, and then you either have Beckoning or you have Herald Honest to block the Crackback, or Cold Wave. Like Cold Wave JD Krystia is just lights out. You can't play Brain, can't play Miracle, and you can't special summon. And if you don't have that, like JD with Herald Protection, you stop Dad, you stop Caius, you stop Ab-Zero Crash. It's like the God board. So if you don't kill them that turn, it's like a 2-turn push.
It's checkmate, yeah.
Yeah. The spell's pretty standard. These 4. The 2 Sarks are interesting. You know, a lot of people say it's slow, but it's just really important to Sark for your win con, whether it be Recharge or JD. I almost never Sark for anything else. It's either Recharge if I have multiple summons in hand, JD if I know it's going to be live, or like a sweeper like Cold Wave.
You don't Sark for Charge?
Almost never, because, well, I'll say later, it ended up costing me a game, but it's like, because Charge is kind of low impact, unless you already have Beckoning, because all these summons are pretty low impact summons. Recharge lets you dig, and just gets more cards in play for Beckoning. So Foolish, I used to not play it before, but Tal convinced me, and Foolish for Wolf Celestials.
Yeah, isn't that
strong.
insane?
Yeah, it's really strong going second. And Storm Wave, pretty standard. 3 Beckoning. So I think the first time I saw someone play 3 Beckoning was Smoker. So I guess shout out to him. And I used to think, you know, it kind of sucks bricking onto Beckoning, but the card's just so good, and if you get your engine going, a lot of times you'll mill your boss pieces. So just being able to, you know, throw away bad cards like Wolf to get your Krystia and JDs and just kill them, it's really nice. And finally, the Tooth T-Roar. T-Roar is just so insane. I was considering Prison, but T-Roar is just being chainable is broken. It stops the Crackback when they Brain Con JD, and keeps you alive to resolve Sark. It's really good in Mirror against Dragon Turbo, and like when Vi's trying to kill you.
Yeah, it's so good.
So I guess that's the main there. In terms of the side, the 3 Consecrated, just to shut out Blackwings, it's so broken. The 1 side draw is mostly for Machina, because it works with Beckoning as well, which is kind of broken. It's like another win con.
GBs.
But also GBs and Hero Beat. The 2 Book were really good the whole day.
What's this for?
So it's for a lot of matchups. You hit Blackwings with it, just summon stops, it's pretty broken. You hit GBs with it. Like, I played a GB guy and I booked him twice, and he just couldn't get his Test Tiger plays out. Like, that was pretty good. It's also good against Hero Frog. So I booked block BrainCon. It also, you can book an Ab-Zero and then go Celestia or JD, and the Ab-Zero doesn't nuke you. So that's pretty good. And I also booked the Vanity Sphinx. So it's just...
You shot this in against like everything except like Vayu.
Yeah, it's terrible against Vayu.
Yeah.
It's good against pretty much everything else. So if Vayu wasn't as dominant, I'd probably be maining it. It also works with Aaron. So there's like a lot of cool stuff. You also hit Stardust. Stardust actually solos this deck. But if you book the Stardust, then you could go Raikou, you can go JD, you can like just pop off. So yeah, Book's just really flexible. The 1 MST, because this deck does lose to Skill Drain and Light Mirror. I used to play Trunade, because Trunade just stomps on GBs more. Like Skill Drain, Light Mirror, big issues, and kind of need the MST. 2 Bottomless, it's 4 Blackwings and GBs. It's pretty good. The 1 Decree, I don't like playing 2 Decree. I think 2 Decree is kind of bad, because every time I've ever tried 2 Decree, you get rushed down by like Blackwing monsters.
Okay. So you do like 2 Bottomless and 1 Decree. Yeah,
because I'm fighting some traps too, and I think Beckoning is just too important of a win con. I don't want to, usually with 2 Decree, you kind of just conflicts with the Beckoning.
This is more like...
you already have Cold Wave Storm too, so you don't want to overside on back row removal.
This is like your 3rd like sweeper, I guess.
Yeah. It's just an auto win against, you know, like Hero Beat, Blackwing, and would not side it against GBs because it's too easy for them to pop. 3 Mask, it's just broken against Hero Frog. I played like 2 Hero Frogs and beat them both. It's just, you know...
You think this is better than Rug against Hero Frog?
Definitely, yeah, because Solex is one of the main ways to out Krystia, so that's that's nice. And Rug also doesn't stop Vanities. And Mask also hits Water Art, like water gives this deck a pretty big problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, mask is just pretty good overall.
Okay.
And then the 2 aggression, it's mostly for GBs, but also hits stuff like zombies, Diva Hero. It won me my round 8 match against Diva Hero. His hand was like Diva, Greffer, Mally, Double Miracle.
Oh, he had gas.
Yeah, he had skill drain, so I couldn't make plays.
Yeah.
But I just killed him with Honest and
Yeah, he literally couldn't make a play. Yeah, he actually can't play anything.
Yeah, and then so that's the side. Extra, it's pretty standard. So
wait a sec, you don't play Plague Spreader?
yeah, I don't play Plague. I think Plague is not good in this list. So I rarely make extra deck monsters, and I already have Herald as a tuner. Plague's just, another card that's weak to oppression, it's weak to DDV, and it's not really a card you want to draw when you have Wolf, you have so many Garnets. So it's, definitely, I just feel like I never need to Synchro to win.
Yeah, it's not the game plan.
Yeah, because my game plan is to get JD out, resolve Beckoning and whatnot, and yeah, if I need to Synchro, I always have the Herald, so.
Yeah.
The extra deck, it's pretty standard. So I wanted an Armoring Arm, but Fraser didn't have one, so I mean it's fine, didn't need it. I mean the Tempest is cool to kill with.
Wait, you're saying Catastrophe should be Armoring Arm?
No, the Stardust should be Armoring Arm.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are all standard. I made Black Rose once against Vayu, that was pretty cool. We were both top decking. Thought Rulers for if my life is too low. The 8s you don't really make. The only time you can make an 8, because this deck doesn't play Sopal, is if you have Tibor, you have a Wolf and Raikou, then you can make the 8s. And just in terms of scenarios, right? I want Avenging Knight for against Amaryllis just to run over Amaryllis for piercing. And yeah, Mistworm's probably Mistworm and Brio are probably the best extra deck monsters. Just because Mistworm you have off Lumina Wolf just to go for game. And then the 2 Chimera Tech. Just
because you have Beckoning, right?
Yeah, Beckoning and Sidra. So yeah, I mean that's the deck profile overall.
Anything you change
no,
going forward?
No,
everything was good today?
Yeah, I mean it's funny because I lost round 1 to zombies because they had Light Mirror, and it's funny because I had live JD and Kristya in hand game 3, and he had a Barrier Statue of Dark, and I just couldn't summon for 3 turns, and when I finally outed it, he topped the bottomless for my JD, and my Kristya was dead by then, so it was a rough way to start. But I played GBs after, and I beat them. Book was clutch. Double Hero Frog. They opened Strauss 1-for-1 all 3 games, but this deck just did its thing. Because JD doesn't care about Duke Frog, right? So it's pretty good matchup, I think. And then, I lost to this mid-range pile because he had Dyna, and I bricked on recharge. I drew 3 recharges in a row.
What?
I did the math after. I had 15 Lightsworns left in deck, including charge. My deck pile was 30, and I had 3 turns. I had 5 draws, and I went recharge, Herald, Decree.
That's not real.
I got beat down by Gilman and Dyna. It was so sad.
That's so sad.
And my next card was Wolf. So
no, that was it.
But so those are my 2 losses, and then 2 old Lightsworn, 2 old Vayu, and 2-1 Diva Hero. So I didn't play any Blackwings, but I kind of wish I played Blackwing instead of
this deck,
because I just beat Blackwings a lot. So yeah, right now someone's playing a similar deck in finals. So I'm hoping it wins just to prove the predictions right. Although I don't really want to play against this deck more online because as a Blackwing player, I kind of hate playing against Consecrated Light.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I guess that's it overall. I don't know if you have any other questions.
No, that was about it, dude. Awesome run. First IRL event, first YCS, gets a topping record with kind of a homebrew, dude.
It's not a real top, right?
Yeah, the topping record though, X2.
Yeah.
You bubbled. So that's great, bro.
Right, sure.
Good stuff. All right, thanks guys.
Yeah, take care.